Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is Making It Happen with Mary and I am Mary. Today's video, I'm actually going to be talking about one of the items I had hauled recently from that $5.95 Miss sale. You guys, it is Reviving Rain from the aromatherapy line. I think a lot of y'all are going to be really surprised by this one. Because your girl was. Yeah, we have some comparisons as well. And y'all, Hop It Like It's Hot just dropped over Bang Your Beauty by Mary yesterday. I'm floored to say the least. We still do have some items in stock, but please don't fret if you missed out on something, especially those sampler packs. A lot of people were loving the sampler packs. I do plan on doing a restock late next week. So mark your calendars. Make sure you're signed up for email notifications. I'm actually going to be restocking the glosses as well because y'all have gone nuts. On my mouth today on these pretty lips, I am wearing Carrot Cake. It is absolutely stunning. And she smells and tastes like carrot cake. You guys, this one is really pigmented. I know the lights kind of wash out in here, but I'm telling you, it is very pigmented. If you love a good brown gloss, you're gonna love this one. All right, let's get into this video. Okay, Reviving Rain. I remember when this first came out, I kind of slept on it for a minute, and Chris from This Guy Shops had said, Mary, you've got to try this one. So when they had that fragrance miss sale, I definitely snagged one up. Reason being, when I read what the scent notes were, I was like, because it is zesty lime and sparkling neroli. Neroli? Oh, you don't say. We all know I love me some neroli. In addition to being a vanilla hoe and a sandalwood hoe, I'm probably a neroli hoe too. Y'all, this one is actually really good. And for an aromatherapy spray, because typically these sprays are not always the best so far as longevity projection. This one, y'all, I haven't even put a massive dent in her yet. She's only like right there. And yet it lasts. I was actually very shocked about this one. As bad as Inspire Rose and Vanilla was, this, chef's kiss. Like, y'all, it gets the face. It got the face. That should tell you something. Oh my gosh, you definitely get tiny notes of lime. It's not heavy. This is predominantly neroli. However, it is a light neroli. It is not super overpowering. It's not smack you in the face. It is perfectly balanced with that lime. I'm not exactly sure if I would call it Reviving Rain, but you know what, I take that back a little bit. I can understand it because it kind of smells a little bit like, you know how after a summer thunderstorm, how you go outside and there's almost like a mist coming up off of the ground because maybe it was a colder rain and the ground is so hot. That smell, it kind of is like that a little bit. It does remind me of that a little. Like a freshness about it, but yet you still get this beautiful neroli note and the tiniest bit of lime. This is definitely a great addition to their aromatherapy line. I'm very impressed with this one. In fact, so much impressed, I'm debating about getting a body wash, a body cream, or a body lotion. Probably a body lotion for summertime. This is fire, y'all. It's fire. We have some comparisons though, because I was racking my brain going, what other neroli scents do I have, at least in body spray, that I can kind of compare these two for you guys. One of them is actually Orange Flower Sun from Victoria's Secret. She came out a couple of years ago and I fell in love with it. It says the scent notes are citrus blossoms, blush woods, and bubblegum petals. However, there is definitely neroli in here. It's a tad sweeter, but it definitely has like the orange flower that's in there. Orange flower is very reminiscent to something that's sweet. It's sweet. I haven't smelled this one in a while, and damn, hello, lover. You definitely get like a bubblegummy vibe with it, but you can pick up neroli in this as well. How they would compare though is this is sweet neroli. This is fresh, kind of zesty, refreshing. So are they alike? No. However, I do think these two would layer beautifully together. Absolutely beautifully. The next one is also a Victoria's Secret one. It is neroli and bergamot. Who remembers this? I want to say this was only like a year ago this one came out. It is neroli blossom, bright bergamot, and warm cedarwood. This one is gorgeous as well. The neroli note in here is quite strong. The bergamot note is quite strong. There is a slight woody note that's in the background. So I think that's what would probably make these two really differentiate, is that woody note in here, because there's nothing like that in here. However, there is still the same freshness, but this is definitely much stronger. Oh, damn. The bergamot was done beautifully in here, like absolutely beautifully. It has that same refreshing vibe that you would get from this one, except this is much, much stronger. The next one, I have two more. One's from Bath & Body Works, and one is from Victoria's Secret. I had 3 from Victoria's Secret this time around. Crazy, right? Because normally, it's mostly Bath & Body Works scents, but this time, it was Victoria's Secret. The next one, y'all, this was last summer, I believe. Wild Neroli. Wild Neroli. This one came out with that sizzling vanilla, and I can't remember the other ones were in that collection, but this one was my favorite of that collection. It is bronzed amber and salty air, fresh lime, adds a twist to coastal jasmine, a late night adventure. Damn. Holy shnikes, I love this. It is all the beautifulness that I love about like the neroli and Tropidelic, but the amber that is combined in it with this one gives it such a sexy date night, summer, hot night vibe, and I love it. Damn, I'm so glad I still have this in my collection. They say jasmine, there's a tiny, tiny bit of jasmine, but this is predominantly neroli and amber. This Reviving Rain would be like the daytime scent, and this the nighttime scent. That brings me to the final comparison that I want to talk about, because I immediately, when I smelled this, my mind immediately went to Tropidelic. Come on now, focus, girl. There you go, there you go. At least somebody's listening today, at least somebody. The camera, but it's somebody, it's somebody. Tropidelic was a huge star for me last year. I fell in love with this scent. In fact, I have 3, yes, 3 backups of this one in my controlled basement room, because I don't ever want to be without this. It is that good. Scent notes are Irresistible Passion Flower, Langy Lang, and Misty Rainforest. They don't even mention neroli as being a scent note in here, but honey, please believe this is a neroli heavy scent. Yeah, hello lover. Damn. This is absolutely breathtaking to me. Every time I smell it, I fall in love all over again. I'm so glad I have the full-size perfume of it. In comparison to Reviving Rain, I said this previously and I stand by it. This is like daytime, like the high heat of the day. This would wear beautifully because it's refreshing, yet at the same time has that beautiful neroli note, but it's not overpowering. Like, you know that high heat? I'm talking like a 97-degree day here in Northeast Ohio where you are sweating sitting still. I love that weather, by the way. But you would think I'd be thinner because I'd sweat everything out. But this would be perfect for that type of like a vibe, a scene, right? And then later, like in the evening, let's say you're going out for a nice dinner date with a nice man or woman, whatever your choice is. This is what I'd be wearing, right? Tropidelic. And then maybe we want to go to a club, right? We want to go dance it up. This is what I'd pull out for that. Y'all, I have been known to wear anywhere between as low as 3, but upwards of 6 scents in a day, because it really just depends on what my mood and my vibe is. If I'm feeling something, I immediately gravitate to a certain spray, and it seems to exemplify that feeling for me. Fragrance is huge in my life. I cannot say it enough. It makes up a massive percentage of my feel-good place. And now, thank you, Jesus, it's also afforded me the opportunity to have a business as well as YouTube. And for that alone, I have no words except to be profoundly grateful. Profoundly grateful. But please believe your girl is a fragrance connoisseur, all right? So that is my review and comparison on Reviving Rain. What did you think? Are you gonna go check her out now? Please don't sleep on this one, y'all. She is good. And if you maybe thought that Tropidelic was too like, whoa, this is not my jam, go sniff this. Just go sniff it. Go sniff it. Just go sniff it. And come back here and tell me what you think. I'm dying to hear you guys' thoughts. Let me know in the comments down below. Do not forget to get over to Banger Beauty by Mary. Snatch you up some of the Hop It Like It's Hot, Hop It Like It's Hot collection. We still have a decent stock on stuff. Be on the lookout next week for our restock. And you guys are at my favorite part. Ready? Like, comment, subscribe, and ding the bell so you're alerted every single time your girl uploads. And I will see you in the next one. All right, you guys. Bye-bye.